So, this is the first time I have had a chance to work on the car this week. Been crazy busy with work. It is Wednesday, I think. And I finally got the rear lower control arms in the mail. I don't know if it's QC going down the drain. Um, I know Godspeed isn't like the greatest company in the world, but they've been around for a long time. I've used them in the past. Crap in my head, whatever. Used them in the past, they work fine. But for whatever reason, the Godspeed rear lowers this time. We're about 7 millimeters too narrow. So I kind of had to heat and bend and tweak the actual mounts on the car, which is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but I went back and forth with the seller. I went back and forth with Godspeed. The seller would take them back, but Godspeed wouldn't refund me unless they didn't have any scratches on them. And I mean, if you've ever installed suspension, you know the second you take it out of the bag and try and start installing it, it's going to have scratches on it. It's stupid. But anyway, let me flip you around and I'll show what I got done tonight. So I was able to get the lower, upper traction, shim sham, flim flam arms all installed. I got the top part of the coilover put in. I got the 5-lug hub loosely on there along with the brake shield. And everything's just kind of on. I need to get the bottom of the coil on. This coil's a little different. Let me show you how. Sorry. So you can see this side here, this area is pretty much flat. But then it's got this little nubbin over on this side. This piece right here, right? It's not removable. It is metal all the way through, and that differs from the stock, which is right here. Okay. Here is the stock one, just flat, what you'd expect. So I need to do a bit of Googling and see if there's a way that Tane recommends these are installed in or out. There's enough bolt there to deal with the length, so I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about Tane QC because they make a great product and they have for like 30 years. But I just need to figure it out. So once I figure that out, I'll get the bottom on, and then I will migrate over to the side where I still need to remove most of the arms, and then begin the fight with this lower control arm. I do have brake rotors, 5-lug. I'm excited to get them on, but I want to get the suspension on, lowered and everything, then I'll put the brake rotors, calipers on, and throw a wheel on so you can see what it looks like with the wheel in the front and the back. So anyway, I'm not sure. No, you know what? I did mention this in another video. I just haven't posted it yet, but I'm going to mention it again because I love it. I mean, Type X tails. Who doesn't love Type X tails? I just needed a quick win that day, and I'll be darned if that doesn't look amazing. So, more progress. Today is Saturday the 18th, and we have progress. I finished up the suspension on the driver's side rear. Still have to torque everything. I haven't torqued anything yet, but it's all on. That was a freaking fight and a half. Got the coils lowered as much as they'll go. These Tane streets aren't meant to be slammed like the, PPMs, but they should have fantastic ride quality. I've still got to throw the brakes in the rear, but I just tossed the wheels on to kind of see what it looked like. I also, pardon my horrible mess, I know it's terrible, I also got the passenger side rear suspension all on, coils lowered as low as it'll go, 5-lug stuff on. So that was a wonderful accomplishment. We're going to plug this here a second. I know. This is not exciting footage. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, that's awesome. I feel pretty good. I made a little bit of progress this week. Maybe not as much as I would have liked, but I'm still moving forward. And I think that is the key. I think the next step is going to be to at least torque the mount side of everything down and the suspension, and get the brakes, new brake lines on. And after that happens, engine time. So, gonna keep plugging away. Thanks for sticking with me so far. Sunday the 19th. Got the rear calipers and pads in on both sides. I started working on getting the brake line swapped out, but I could not detach the hard lines from the soft lines in the rear, and I'm not going to fight it. I just am not motivated to do so. So I hit them all with PP Blaster, rear and front, and I'll come back out and try and deal with it tomorrow, because tomorrow I should have some free time. I am so close to finishing up suspension and brakes. I'm really excited about that. I am nervous and excited to get going on the engine. It's not the first engine I've done. I'm not worried about it technically. It's just, it's a big part, you know? So, coming out every day that I can, trying to put in at least a little bit of time. Hopefully tomorrow there's more progress. And if not, there's going to be vice grips and screaming. Just in case you're wondering what it's like here in late March. Ooh, that's not bad, okay. It is. We've still got a ton of snow on the ground. Yeah, it's melting now. Today's actually pretty nice. It's 30, I don't know, 32, 33. Warm enough to melt, but still a lot of snow on the ground.